We are back, and actually, you'll probably never see what we did before. So I'm Darby Hallman.
I'm Jeff Mayo. Let's run back what we did. Bethesda's conference have sucked. I'm not potentially a big fan of their stuff anyway, not that they're bad or anything, blah, blah, blah. Only their first one where Fallout 4 was good, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, we'll probably see some Fallout 76 stuff here based on leaks. 2 new IPs. One of them might be from Shinji Mikami, because we know he is here, and I just can't believe it'd be evil authentic.
Bethesda, the studio in charge of Doom, Skyrim, Fallout, will be showing us what they've been keeping under wraps for the past year during its E3 showcase.
Doom Eternal will be there, Wolfenstein Youngbloods. There's some Prey DLC stuff I don't think we've gotten really much from that they announced last year, so I don't know. Some VR stuff.
Yeah.
No Starfield or Elder Scrolls, or they better not freaking
that.
show anything unless they surprise us with gameplay, and one of them being 2020. I won't believe them, but that's something.
Yeah, I mean, I think story trailer thing is passable, like a cinematic trailer or something is passable, but I mean, it was like JPEG and a concept last year, so I'm not expecting
for both games.
I'm not expecting them to be far enough along on either of them to show anything. And it's weird, just with Rage just came out.
I might see some DLC
Wolfenstein
for that.
2 and everything. It's just a lot of their studios are accounted for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really like Starfield and Elder Scrolls are one of the only ones. I'm sure there's other ones that we're just maybe not thinking about. But what I'm honestly predicting is a lot of like small little update talk that will take way too long to get through.
You know what they need to talk about? Elder Scrolls Blades.
Apparently, it's not that good.
Apparently, it's coming to Switch. That might be an announcement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, whatever.
And that their first one, what was that? It was before.
I guess it's kind of real talk.
Yeah, and that was the chance for them to.
I hate to kind of be down, but screw it. I got nothing else to talk about. Are people actually excited for this conference? Or just kind of like, we watched it because it's an E3 conference and kind of hype, and stuff could be here.
For what now? I'm sorry.
Excited for the Bethesda thing.
You talking about us watching it right now? I'm sorry, I had the headphones.
Or people in general.
Yeah, it's like an obligation.
Yeah.
And
I know people are excited for Doom, and rightly so. But
I mean, overall, Bethesda's a good publisher, but I think this is just kind of an example of just, again, not everyone needs a conference.
Yeah.
There's a reason why like we put the third parties go into the other ones, and like Bethesda's not as big as Ubisoft or Square, and especially not as big as like Nintendo, Xbox, or PlayStation and everything. It's understandable that they wouldn't have enough to have a giant hour-long press conference every single
Or
year.
last year, an hour and a half.
Or even like if Bethesda wanted to do this, then do like a Nintendo Direct type thing, like a quick 20-minute in-out, boom, E3. Like that would be great. Like in the style of Square Enix's one last year, obviously.
Not the quality.
Yeah, the quality was bad, but I think we all agree the style was good
for
the Square Enix's. Do something like that, but like they're big. Because last year's it was just like everyone that came out, they would just drone on for like 3 minutes or 4 minutes or 5 minutes and say nothing. There was nothing. Like it was like, oh, yep, this game's going really great. Okay, anyway, moving on. Like,
Andrew, hit it.
It's a bummer because. And this is just completely ignoring the fact that Bethesda has had some problems. Obviously, Fallout 76 was like complete catastrophe, and that was like the big game of last year's E3. Complete catastrophe. Like on every, like from the marketing to the canvas bag thing to losing people's credit cards to the game itself just not being good and still just really hasn't completely done its No Man's Sky 180. Which we might see something here. They might come out with this big redemption thing here. But I'm kind of getting sick of that in games. I'm kind of getting sick of, the game's absolute shit, and then it's okay because they fixed it like way later.
Right, and we're getting to the point where some people are using that as a defense, like when the game just come out as bad. Like, it's okay, they'll fix it.
Yeah, it's supposed to suck at launch.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, let me give you this list of games that didn't suck at launch.
Yep, it's a bummer.
Well, at least this time they saved their games for their stuff because none of their None of their games were at Microsoft.
Yeah, and even last year it was just like, hey, stay tuned for Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Right, I'm pretty sure that was the only presence they had last year. Let me save this. Yeah. Just gonna leave that for now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, next year's Bethesda conference I might be into because we're getting closer to realistic Starfield territory.
But it'll be years away, probably.
Yeah, probably. I mean, at least I think right now it is their next project that they're working on.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, I guess it depends on how much studio, like how many people are still working on Fallout 76 to repair the ship, or have they kind of abandoned it? That's the kind of question. I mean, do you think there's a chance that Fallout 76 is just not here?
Zero chance.
Zero chance?
Zero
Have they said that? Have they said it's going to be there, or are you just saying?
I'm just saying zero chance.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I feel like sometimes Bethesda, especially at that last year's conference, just loves to smell their own farts so much that they, would never completely throw it aside like that.
I agree with a lot of people. I can't handle a smug Todd Howard. I just can't handle it. I think Kyle Bosman said, I'm going to turn off the stream. If you have smug Todd Howard. It was just too bad, because it's not only did they just release a bad game, like they hyped it up that like it was the next Fallout, they built it up so much, and then it was such a catastrophe to the point where like, yeah, people's credit card information was being let out. It was just every week it got worse.
Yep.
And just I don't know, Bethesda like, our games are broken, isn't that funny thing is just kind of worn out its welcome. As I sip my tea.
Apparently kind of funny calling P. Hines. As is tradition.
As is tradition. Well, if he just doesn't answer one day.
I think he expects it at this point.
Let's see if we can try to find kind of funny. Hey, watch Nerds at Large.
Yeah.
Oh wait, they were getting Twitch.
Yeah.
You dumb idiot. Whatever, it's fine.
We can watch their 1 minute thing to the reaction to Keanu.
Oh wait, they have it separated.
Yeah, it's still in the middle of the two videos you were just hovering.
Down version with games, it's the opposite. And you look back at the original Doom 2.
You have the other thing, audio playing too.
The first one worked, pumping it up a notch. So hopefully.
It's too much, Jeff. Too much going on at one point. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh wait, they can't hear it. Damn it.
I don't even want him to come out. I just want that.
I'm sure we don't actually miss the conference because we're doing this. Or maybe we do, yeah.
Wake the up, samurai. We
Handsome
have a
Jack.
city to burn.
What? Oh my god! What? Oh, whoa! Whoa! Andy, why did you so hard right now?
I'm seeing the reaction way in the past. From when you saw it.
Look at him, he's loving it.
I don't even want him to come out. I just want that.
Fucking be at E3. Be at E3, you coward.
This is incredible.
I hope Nick was there.
They did not have to make this game that much cooler.
Like, this ain't right. I'm crying. You're going too far. How hard are they, Andy? How hard are they? I need a new shirt.
That's funny.
And I just am so excited to learn more about that universe.
Well, Jeff, as much
And
as
I'm
I would love to
hoping
just
that
keep watching
the
Andy
level
react to
design
Keanu Reeves
that'll
over and over
help
again.
us just immerse ourselves even more and just learn about
Sadly.
what's going on with the Nazis.
We can't just do it,
and
Jeff.
I'm really hoping. And
They're gonna be probably show decent amount of Youngblood. I think that comes out next month.
But new IP is the closest, you know, the biggest chance of getting you on something.
Yeah.
Okay. Something new.
And I don't think we've seen the co-op gameplay yet.
No.
Which is supposed to be what it's designed around, too.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be seeing more of that in just a few minutes. But what are other things we could possibly be seeing at the Bethesda conference?
And Youngblood, I'm sure, is going to be really cool. It's just one of those things like,
Evil Within 2.
need to play Wolfenstein.
What's
I'm not going to be getting to this anytime soon.
I've been on this pre and post show for Bethesda for the last
Kinda same thing with Doom
several years,
Eternal.
And every time I'm like,
I have a
just
whole
want
game
new
to play
Evil
before
Within. I
then.
just want a new
Yeah.
Evil Within. And you know, when the Evil Within 2 was announced, I was delighted. And I'm
But it's
really
alright, Jeff.
excited
Stick
to
with me.
see,
It's still E3. Build up the
I
energy.
don't know whether it's going to be Evil Within 3. I'm not sure if Evil
Gotta do
Within
something.
2
Keep it up.
well enough for that series to continue at least in the vein that it
Pretty good
was.
here.
So, you know, it could be a brand new IP, and if so, I just still hope it's horror.
Yeah,
Because
well,
there
that's-
aren't enough like
Anyone watching the-
publishers
That's
making
true.
horror games anymore.
That's true.
I'm just a big fan of a new IP, so I'm always rooting for that. But obviously, you know, there is
Yeah.
some sort of value.
There's no
of-
mixer. They couldn't hear us when I did
Yes.
that. Hey,
Evil
we're doing a
Within
bunch of
Story Within,
conferences.
as it were.
Take a look at them.
Yeah, that's. I mean, again, I want surprises.
Aren't those some cool conferences we're doing?
Yeah.
We're also probably gonna do kind of funny game showcase or reactions. There's not on there, but or at least maybe aren't you? You're not gonna be back for that, right? Yep.
What, the Ubisoft thing?
No, the kind of funny one,
Oh no.
or the Ubisoft one.
I might
maybe-
technically make it here while it's still going on, but yeah, I won't be able to hear for the whole thing.
Well, it sounds like maybe it'll be me and Will, so that'll be something. I hope someone else can come.
Yeah, I'll be here like coming in here towards the end of it.
Yeah. Just make a mad dash here from work. Run as fast as you can.
I don't need to grab food probably.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, probably. Something fast. Look at that, and I'm bummed because it pretty much proves it's not Valenwood. I want it to be Valenwood with there's giant trees that sit like trees the size of cities. There's entire cities in the trees. That would be cool. I swear to God, if it's set in Skyrim,
Yeah.
I will.
Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim 2.
And the
Elder
amount,
Scrolls 6.
the amount of
yeah.
games journalists there are like, are they going to show Skyrim 2? And I'm
Yeah.
like, I mean, people just say that because they don't know what they're talking about. But they might be right. Who knows?
And then people are like, what in the world is Bethesda doing? And then those people are like, yeah, what do you expect it to be called? Skyrim 2. Come on, guys.
I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 felt weird at one point, but like, also it's just like, at least it's in a new place and everything. Like, there is so much to do.
Starting.
Okay. All right. Hey, hey, hey. Jeff, calm down. Just calm down.
Which half of the conference will
Shigeru Miyamoto walks out.
Big if true.
With a game, there is no game without the players.
Really, it all comes down to you.
Without you, there is no game. There's no one to play it, no one to interact with it.
Hey, test out.
You keep us in check. And we appreciate that. And through all of it,
Darby, what if this is where Fable's announced?
You are definitely not afraid to tell us how you feel.
Twist. Be pretty darn confused.
your feedback sometimes challenges us, but it forces us to be always challenging ourselves.
You empathize with us as developers and with each other as a community. It's really beautiful.
I'm Dinga Bakaba, and I used to take a week off every time a Bethesda game came out. My name's Mark Diaz, and when I was 8 years old, I used to sneak over to my buddy's house to play Doom.
I'm Rich Lambert. Daggerfall was one of the very first games that got me into the Elder Scrolls world.
I'm Dana Christo, and I started out as a 16-year-old gamer who just wanted to bring joy to others through video games.
And now I'm game director at Arcane Studios. Now I'm a game programmer at id Software.
Now I get to be a part of building that world as the creative director on Elder Scrolls Online.
Now I'm a UI programmer at Bethesda Game Studios, and it's everything I could have dreamed of. I see you.
I see you.
I see you.
We see you.
Because we are you.
And together.
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 We are all.
We are all.
We are all Todd Howard now. Katana was in there. Mortal Kombat confirmed. Yeah. Bethesda game. There was some Nazis.
When I tell you to jump, you say how high.
Todd, sorry.
Please welcome Bethesda's Senior Global Vice President of Marketing, Pete Hines.
Sorry, Jeff, I wasn't with him.
That stage looks very fancy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. How are you? Feel
Wasn't in the outdoor thing last year, or was that the year before?
I can't remember.
Thank you guys for being here. Thank everyone watching around the world to tuning in
2 years ago.
to watch our 5th annual E3 showcase.
Remember, because last year they were at the thing where they were in the middle and it was like a stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Who love games, who love the incredible entertainment that games provide. This past year, you fought demons on Mars and Nazis in America. You were assassins in the Empire, adventurers in Tamriel, and survivors. A lot of us. And survivors in the Wasteland. And you've embarked on these amazing adventures on PC, console, VR, mobile, or wherever and however you choose to play. And that's the key. You take the worlds that we create and you make them yours. You share your experiences with other players, with friends, and with family. With our games, you've built large global communities that truly matter. This year, we want to give special recognition to the extraordinary Bethesda community. As you saw in our opening video, you mean everything to us. I've almost been at this company for 20 years. And when I first started, one of my first responsibilities was moderating the community forums, chatting with you, and keeping you up to date on our games. It was a great way to start my career at Bethesda because it was the perfect reminder of why we do what we do And like so many others at Bethesda, I've spent a lot of time with you at events around the world. I've enjoyed meeting so many of you and getting your thoughts and feedback. So tonight, we'll be taking time throughout the show to hear directly from some of you in the Bethesda community. We are thrilled tonight to show our fans the lineup of great games we've been creating just for you, including the premiere of some exciting new games, and we'll go deep on Doom Eternal.
Wasn't that one of the easy LS bets? Or it was Doom first half or second half?
Yeah.
So, if you're ready, let's kick it off. And to get an update from our friends at one of the most celebrated development studios in the world, Bethesda Game Studios, please welcome studio head and my good friend, Todd Howard.
All right, here he is. He's showing the space. What's it gonna be, Toddy boy? Different energy, like from the mass audience coming out.
Great to see everybody. We have had an incredibly exciting year at Bethesda Game Studios.
One way to put it.
Given some of that excitement, impressed you're still here.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is. The smug.
Actually, over the last year, we've had over 60 million players in our games, our most ever. And it's all of you.
Oh god, I'm having flashbacks. Remember they always did the thing where they say like half the sentence, pause,
who have made these worlds what they are.
It makes it take 2 hours.
Fallout 76.
Yes.
A type of game we've never done before. Had a lot of difficulties at launch, and we got a lot of well-deserved criticism. But the team kept working on it, and you kept playing it. And through all of that, something amazing has happened. It's thanks to all of you. This game has one of the best online communities we've ever seen. We made a post-apocalyptic survival game where you can do whatever you want, and everybody's nice to each other. They don't go on killing griefing sprees. They leave food and water for the newbies and wave to each other. I don't know about you. This should give us all hope for humanity when the apocalypse does come. To you. And we have a lot more in store this year for Fallout 76. But first, our latest game, The Elder Scrolls Blades, is in early access. And thanks to all of you, it became our second straight #1 mobile game after Fallout Shelter. Absolutely incredible.
It's kind of annoying how he just says, yep, there's problems, and then there's just, he just acts like, but it's fixed, now it's good.
Let me introduce project leader Craig Lafferty and art director Matt Carafano.
Is that all for Fallout 76?
It might be it, and that's what I'm saying. It's really unsatisfying to say, like, yep, there's problems, but it's all good now.
Yeah, no apologies. Just being cute about it.
It's great to be here at E3.
There's a lot of people that like just wasted money on that game and hated it. Just, I don't know.
As someone who's worked on the Elder Scrolls for 20 years,
Kyle,
it's been incredible.
Easy Ally streaming the Kyle unplugged the internet.
We'll see if it's down now.
New way. We still love those classic dungeon crawlers, and it's clear you do as well.
And whether you're exploring a dungeon or rebuilding your town, it's great to be able to do it wherever you are.
Yeah,
Since it's
very
E3,
unsatisfying.
Our biggest update
If that is all it was for 76, just shut up. If that's all it is.
I got a feeling it's not. It sounded like it had a lot this year, so that's probably going to come.
It might be. I don't think you'll see Todd again, though. I think it's just going to be like some stuff up there.
I can see that, but yeah. I can't see that being it for the game.
Even more, but best of all, it's coming out tonight.
Shadow drop.
So, download free tonight and give it a try.
And we're also hard
yes, sir. Is the game not already out?
For this fall,
it's not.
PvP,
I know that people have been playing it, but it might have
visiting
been
your friends' towns.
press people.
But most
Shadow
exciting
drop.
this year,
That counts towards
we're
the
also
tick.
bringing Blades to an all
That
new
and Will's engagement. It's two,
Yep.
it's two shadow drops.
Switch. Oh yeah, there's the coming to Switch. Cool. Yeah, this was part of that person's leak. I think so. I think Fallout's gonna happen, and yeah, those IPs.
What was their leak about Fallout?
Or just the Fallout 76 stuff I mentioned earlier with the Battle Royale and that stuff.
Yeah, so that's probably
and the new IP, so.
The stuff he said that's coming this year.
Yeah. Fall 2019.
Yes, Blades is coming this fall to the Nintendo Switch, and yes, it's still free.
Blades is the perfect fit for the Switch. You can play on the go, on your TV, and with motion controls. But best of all, it's cross-play and cross-progression with the
My
mobile
butt
version.
sore, Jeff. I need some
So you
cushion.
can start tonight on mobile, and all your progress will carry over. And it's playable here at E3 in our booth and Nintendo's. Yeah.
In like the back corner of Nintendo's booth by the trash can.
They got plenty of games.
Playing on mobile, we also have some special rewards for both our Apple and Google players this week.
Yeah, we are being pretty bitter,
let us know
but
what you think. Thanks again.
it's just you gotta do something to entertain yourself.
I mean, they're starting out their conference showing off a mobile game.
Jeff and Tom to tell you what's coming
Here's
to Fallout 76.
Command and Conquer.
Okay, that was kind of a weird transition to just that whole thing.
Yeah, it seemed like should have been maybe Blades, then just all of the 76 stuff.
They wanted Todd to go out there.
Hi, I'm Project Leader Jeff Gardner.
And I'm co-studio director Tom Mustaine.
On behalf of everyone at Bethesda Game Studios, we want to thank the millions of you who have played with us, stuck with us, and helped shape the world of Fallout 76.
Absolutely. It's incredible what the game has become. You've told us how much you've loved this year's updates so far, from camp building, legendary weapons, player vending, and of course, the dreaded sheep squatch. We've also been working on our biggest update yet. It's called Wastelanders. And it will fundamentally change the game.
And that was a name that the leaker did.
It's been some time since Vault 76 opened its door. And we all discovered that Appalachia isn't quite what it used to be. We encountered a lot of things. Overcame a lot of things. I don't think any of us expected for people to actually come back.
Are you from that vault? Can you help us? We've traveled pretty far. Heard there's hope here in Appalachia. Folk rebuilding, fighting back. We'll fight too, right by your side.
We've been everywhere and seen everything. And the one thing we've learned is this. You gotta claim the wasteland before it claims you.
In the world.
The question is, are you with us or them?
That's right, that's right. Human NPCs are coming to Fallout 76. Not just NPCs, but a full quest line, new rewards, and as you saw, full dialogue trees.
Kind of just seems like we're completing the game.
This is a long-term
Please-
story we're
please
telling.
clap.
Year one was about the vault doors opening and all of you settling the wasteland. Year two is about people coming back to reclaim it.
And this was
Like
our plan the
previous
whole
Fallout
time.
games, these characters have their own stories and goals. It's up to you to choose how to interact with them and live with those consequences.
The Wastelanders update is coming this fall and will be free for all Fallout 76 players.
It better be.
I mean, it's like a year later, we're putting the things that should have been the game originally. And yeah, saying that it's free is not
And
really.
in the spirit of free, we're doing something special just for E3. Fallout 76 is going to have a free trial for everyone starting tomorrow.
Probably smart, but if you want, it's smart
That's
for
right.
what they're trying to do here.
That's right. It's the perfect time to see what Fallout 76 and its growing community have become. We can't wait to welcome all of you. And because so many of you are going to be joining us, we thought we'd also give you a sneak peek this week at an all-new game mode. Check it out.
Battle Royale, which Fallout's already not known for its like
Shooting.
Snappy shooting and gameplay.
Your first test was making it to
I don't
the
know if that was the stream cutting out or if that was
Your
supposed to
real
do it.
trial begins. Currently,
I
there
think
is
it's
no
the stream's
overseer
still
of Vault
staticky.
51. Perhaps you will be the one. We are in serious need of leadership, so I have devised a unique process of elimination. A battle to the death is the only sure way to judge the superior candidate. This should prove interesting.
Well, people are going to be really listening to that leaker now.
Yep. It seems like he pretty much got it. Did he have like the whole conference, or was it just like the Fallout 76 stuff and the Blades?
The new IP stuff.
He didn't
Which
say-
that's exciting.
He didn't say what they were. He just said
He
there are
gave
two.
names. I can't remember what they were. Or she gave names.
But again, at least it's just like the other games doing the battle royales and stuff. It's just, I just don't know why you would go to Fallout 76 and do their battle royale when you
Yeah.
have so many battle royales that focus on gameplay. And this is kind of just taking
yeah,
Fallout, which is not really focused on gameplay, or the gameplay is not nearly as good, and it's just kind of shoving battle royale.
Yeah,
into
it's
it.
not even a thing of you have it. You have the game, so why not play one? You got Apex and Fortnite that are free.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's something for
But this
Fallout
was only
76.
52 players.
Something for Fallout
We
7.
put a battle royale in Fallout 76. That's right. Nuclear Winter is a battle royale born from the Fallout universe. From power armor to perk cards, from camp building to contending with wasteland creatures, and of course, my personal favorite, nukes. It's a great free addition to an already huge game. We love playing it, and we think you will too.
So at least we'll get
check
impressions.
Out the sneak peek
Yeah.
and let us know what you think. Remember,
Oh, we'll
all
just
of
see. I
Fallout
just can't see
76,
it being
including
better than the
Nuclear
other battle
Winter,
royales already
is
out
free
there.
to
So
try this week on
I mean, it'll be
all
something fun to
platforms.
do for people who play 76, but not going to bring people in. At least I wouldn't feel like it would.
Yeah.
Or you won't stay when you,
Yeah.
like you said, you have
So
free
jump
options
in
there.
tomorrow.
Probably better.
We can't wait to see you.
Thanks again.
It would be different if this was a successful game that just wanted to add something cool on top of it, but
It's already been 20 minutes.
he's back.
Remember, everything we've talked about that's coming this year is free. We get to represent hundreds of passionate developers across 4 studio locations in North America working on multiple projects. Yes, we're still hard at work on our next-gen RPGs, Starfield, and of course, Elder Scrolls 6. We know how precious these game worlds are to all of you, and they are to us. We know the time you spend in them is important. Keep telling us what you love, what you'd like to see us do better. Thank you again, everybody, for your support, but really, even more so, I want to thank everybody for believing in us. Thank you.
Please welcome the founder of Tango Gameworks, Mr. Shinji Mikami.
Hubert's like,
yes. Go
so
on.
just because he was going to be there, he's on the panel.
Absolutely.
I'd like to start by greeting my team in Tokyo. It's Monday morning there, but they are watching. みんなおはようございます。今日真面目にやるよ。Tonight, I am excited to announce the next game from Tango, Ghostwire Tokyo.
URP?
It is an action-adventure game in which you will fight paranormal enemy and rid the city of supernatural evil. I think you love it. To tell you more about Ghostwire Tokyo, here is creative director at Tango, Ikumi Nakamura.
Wow, so many people. Wow, thank you. ありがとうございます。And such a big stage makes me nervous. I'll do my best to speak in English. We are making a new kind of action-adventure game. It's spooky. But not the survival horror game that we are known for. People are vanishing in Tokyo. You must find out why. You will encounter conspiracies and the occult. You have to explore the world, face challenges, to uncover the truth and save humanity. In the game, you will meet spirits, some dangerous, some peaceful, and survivors that each have their stories. You will need to ask yourself, is this normal or paranormal? I ask myself this question every time I go to the office. Just kidding. We are very excited. Let's take a look. 見てね.
Show the game before you talk about it forever.
Yeah.
Show the trailer first. So
I was worried we weren't going to get a trailer.
I was too. Show the trailer so we have context of what the hell you're talking about. Is this live action?
Either that or good CGI.
Yeah. That's live action.
That's CGI.
Okay. It's very good CGI then.
People be losing their clothes. Doggy. At least the animals are safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hawkeye? It looks like the in-game shot.
I really hope we see some gameplay.
Yeah.
Because style-wise and everything, I'm all in.
Oh yeah, it's really interesting, but this is obviously not gameplay.
Yeah.
I still can't tell if it's a mix of live action and CGI or not.
Don't fear the unknown. Attack it.
If it's all CG, it's super good, but I feel like it had live action mixed in. Yeah, I'm super. I mean, like paranormal stuff. People.
You're pretty much a paranormal like Green Arrow. I'm in.
But yeah, I wish we could see
When I'm not playing
gameplay.
Bethesda games, I work
Dang
as a
it! I
mechanical
want more.
engineer.
I want more from that title.
So it's the Evil Within studio, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
In real life, I'm a systems administrator.
Program assistant for a private school for children with autism.
I'm trying to be an artist. I like to think of myself as one.
I still have to look back at that because it looked like live action. It was just like
I thought so too. Then I kept on seeing face like, no, that's
full-time streamer.
it's super good
I
CGI.
got a YouTube channel. I make my own yarn.
I wonder if
I'm
that's
a
really
social
like
worker.
the gameplay
Teaching,
cutscenes, but like
inmates.
that's the thing when the CG is that good there, it's like the
yeah,
gameplay is
the
gonna.
game's not gonna look like.
I mean, the game could look significantly worse. Like who knows? Like I wish we could see some of it, but for now, like yeah, tone-wise, it looks awesome.
And I took his copy and played it when he wasn't home.
Fallout 4.
That might be up there as far as
That's like my baby.
where we get the best trailer at the end.
That game was just like
Yeah, it was a good one.
lot bigger
Really,
than
really
things
good
I
one.
was used to.
Just setting foot.
I'm
in
sure Keeper
shimmering
is very, very interested.
I'm sure
in
they're
that,
all
too.
in like
Yeah.
this looks cool,
Yeah, it
but
looks
I'm
very
sure they're
cool.
also like us, like I wish we saw gameplay.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
One of the new IPs is delivered.
Yeah.
Go out into the world, go in any direction that you want to go.
The exploration.
We still
and
apparently
the
have one
weirdness
more.
and the alienness of it.
Mhm.
I played
I mean, I
Oblivion.
don't expect I gotta be wrong about like suddenly wrong with all of his different things.
Yeah, that was one of the names.
Immersive. Love the dragons. Scatter the dragons.
You take down a dragon, you can definitely take down any illness.
Don't ever stop adding dragons to your game. Add dragons.
Oh, yeah,
to
we haven't seen
Fallout,
Jacobs in the
add
chat.
Dragons to Rage. Add dragons
Oh, yeah,
to
should be looking at that.
everything. Mecha dragons. More dragons.
Fraud coward. What a non-apology. Now it's content. Finally something to do. No, it's just good CGI.
Online Studios, Matt Firor.
Yeah, I agree, Jacob.
Yeah.
It was like they should have just showed the trailer first, and then I'm like, oh,
Trailer,
I'm listening.
great, yeah.
You know, like, I'm listening, but then when we have no concept of what you're talking about, it's just, it just seems like basic stuff. But I mean, regardless, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Older, this might.
Thank you, everyone.
This might be relevant to us.
Thank you.
Who is it? I'm sorry.
Elder Scrolls Online stuff.
Oh yeah, I do have that
I
game.
just want to shout out to our friend Greg there, the one in the video that really loves dragons. I'm happy to say.
Ooh, I think.
Greg.
Oh, Darby.
the
I'm
Elder
sorry.
Scrolls Online
Elder Scrolls Online's on Game Pass for PC, I think.
Of course. Freaking of course.
Right now, in fact, players are deep into the season of the dragon, our year-long
Well, yeah, that means
story
you can
about
get it
greed,
easily, though.
revenge,
Yeah.
cat people, and of course, dragons. Tonight's focus on the community resonates with me and everyone at ZeniMax Online Studios because ESO literally would not exist without you. Watching you play the game, streaming, telling stories, hearing your feedback, we understand that you are the most important part of the world of Tamriel. Thank you. Thank you for making ESO the extraordinary adventure it is today. The past year has been a huge success for ESO. More Game of the Year awards, millions more players have joined. So many, in fact, that we recently...
I think it's the same guy every time.
You're going to escort him out
capacity
eventually.
just to support all the new players in Tamriel. ESO just keeps getting bigger and better.
My Twitch app
Just
is
a few
just
days
garbage.
ago, we launched the Elder Scrolls
I'm
Online
having to run it out of the
elsewhere.
browser.
The latest chapter.
I'm a Khajiit main always, so I do want to get it elsewhere. But that's like late game content at this point.
As well as Control the Dead as the new Necromancer class. And if you haven't
Do you
played
like
it
Controlling
yet,
the Dead?
Elsewhere is the perfect starting point for new players.
Yeah!
When we announced Season of the Dragon, we kicked it off by showing you a video about how dragons were unleashed on Elsewhere. And we ended with a cliffhanger. Now, I'm really excited to show you what happens next. Check out the world premiere.
World premiere. Xbox Game Studios presents. Yeah, that's what. Freaking. Could you?
I think Damiani's gonna have a good night.
Hell yeah. Wish I was there.
See that world premiere trailer, potentially release date?
Yeah. And just a concert. I just wanted to do the concert too. Yeah, it's the Final Fantasy VII concert, by the way.
Yeah. I was reminded because of the trailer, the Kingdom Hearts concert. I double looked when it's coming to Atlantis the week after Prague Power, and I'm like, ugh.
Jacob, can you like type in the chat and let me see if it works? Cause I'm just not even seeing the messages anymore. Just Twitch everything kind of sucks.
Man, I really want to see more Ghostwire Tokyo. That looks so cool.
This is a cool cinematic, but I mean, these things don't, like, the game looks nothing like this.
Hey,
cool.
we're cool with Final Fantasy 14 doing this stuff, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, it still is cool.
I know.
It's cool. I mean, I shouldn't be. Still a lot. I mean, I still like these things.
Oh, no, I do too.
WoW does it, Overwatch does it, a lot of games do it.
Now I do this stuff, it's fun.
ESO could be cool. I think it's just like, I think every MMO starts out boring. I think you just have to
you gotta get in. Yeah,
you have to get set up with a lot of things, and I'm just like super not interested in the characters so far, which is sucks a little bit. But I'm all down for badass Khajiit assassin people because that's what I play.
And fighting dragons.
And fighting dragons. It's up in ESO. I'm playing a wood elf just to mix it up, but Khajiit's my go.
Cat. Oh, the cat didn't land on its feet.
Yes, I can see that, Jacob. Thanks. I guess they're just not showing me the previous ones.
This game's so realistic. It didn't land on its feet.
I know. Kratos. Good job, Kitty Man. Looks pretty much a lot like my character, except I had a little bit of orange.
To be continued next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I think the dragon's gonna win.
That's right, another cliffhanger. You may have recognized the return of Sai Sahan, the legendary Redguard Swordmaster. He's the legendary Redguard Swordmaster you met as part of the original 5 companions. He's back as the leader of the Dragon Guard, a group of dragon hunting warriors you've seen in other Elder Scrolls games. He'll be featured in our 4th quarter story DLC named Dragonhold, which will complete the season
What's
of the
Dragonhold?
We've got a lot more to share about the return of Sai and the Dragon Guard, which will unveil at QuakeCon later this summer. Before then, keep an eye out for a dungeon DLC adventure called Scalebreaker, which you'll see in August.
Just the name.
Thank you so much for your support.
I love scales and breaking them.
By your enthusiasm.
Yeah!
Your enthusiasm for the game motivates us every day. You guys are seriously awesome. Thank you.
Yeah!
But I have something else to talk about.
What?
The Elder Scrolls Online isn't the only game in development at ZeniMax Online Studios. We have several other projects, one of which we're ready to reveal tonight.
Right now.
And to tell us all about it is the game's creative director, Kira Schlitt.
Hey, Kier. Tell us all about it.
Hi, everyone.
I'm just going to tell you more about Ghostwire because I feel like it. Here's a trailer.
And now, for
He's
something
wrong, though.
completely different. Imagine
Yeah.
a classic
Wrong.
Saturday morning
I'm sure someone's pointing it out
in
to him.
free-to-play mobile game form.
Yep.
Let's take a look.
Dexter's Lab? It should be Dexter's Lab. Remember Dexter's Lab?
Yeah.
It was pretty good, wasn't it? It was a good show.
Brutal. Okay, so we know what.
I guess it's not a kid's game. I thought it was a kid's game.
Commander Keen! Yeah!
So I guess that was the other new IP, so we're done with new IPs. Potentially.
I don't think that was the
There's a
name.
new branch on Commander Keen's family tree, and they're heading to iOS and Android. If you're hearing about Commander Keen for the first time, it was one of the first PC action games created by id Software in the early 90s. Yeah. It starred boy genius Billy Blaze, whose alter ego Commander Keen protected Earth. All of us at ZeniMax Online Studios want to give a really big thanks to our friends at id for trusting us to deliver our modern take on this classic game.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, where are you, guy? You tired?
Tonight, as we introduce
Commander Keen
Keen
killed his
to a
parents.
new generation of
Okay, yeah,
players,
he's like, I do
we're
not support
also
this.
introducing the next generation of heroes. Meet Billy.
Yeah, we're still on Commander
And
Keen,
Billy.
are we?
Billy and Billy?
Twin geniuses who follow in their famous father's footsteps. The new commanders are, of course, funny and powerful, but the game is also full of enemies, allies, and some really bad guys. The twins build wacky gadgets from household items to save the Earth from certain alien destruction. Drag and drop gadgets to summon allies, attack enemies, and move through the environment.
Like, depending on how
contraptions to conquer
vulgar this
challenges.
game is,
And
because
try
they just
saying
showed
that 5 times fast.
you know, little cursing in the
The
song and
twins go on
everything,
adventures
and
in story mode,
you
which
killing
tells
things.
some of the classic Commander
This could
Keen
kind of
lore, as well
trick
as a
parents.
whole bunch of brand
Oh
new
yeah, I assumed
story
until
mode,
that
you'll
happened that it was
collect
kid friendly. I
power,
mean, I wasn't
and
paying
explore
super close
Mars
attention, so maybe there was other things, but
yeah.
You can also go
seems like it would have been
helmet
smarter
to
to just
helmet with other players in battle
just to
mode.
keep it
A
kid friendly.
real-time,
Yeah.
head-to-head race.
Like, well,
through
but
an
that's doing a
alien
kid-friendly
landscape where
thing?
you
Whoa.
need to control
Because
checkpoints
really, just
and
like I
claim
would
the
never
flag
guess
to
that this
gain
was a Bethesda
ultimate
made game. It
victory.
kind of just looks like any
Commander
old
Keen will soft
cheap
launch
game I
this
see in the
summer
on
on
the
iOS and
yeah,
Android
App
phones.
Store.
So, please go visit gokeen.com to pre-register to receive unique in-game
Hey
rewards.
yo, you got any more of that ghost wire?
Commander Keen launch updates.
I said,
We
you got
really
any more of that ghost wire?
Can't wait to
Yeah.
hit some asteroid with you all. Thanks.
Now, that's be one of the games we're talking about probably at the end. Probably it's like, that looks so cool. We want more.
Ghost wire. At least we got something to latch onto.
Yeah.
But we still don't even really know what the game is. But
action adventure thing. We gotta get.
Yeah,
we probably get an
we
idea.
get it.
Like you, love mobile games. In addition to Blades and the upcoming Commander Keen, millions of you have enjoyed Fallout Shelter, which has now reached over 150 million downloads and counting.
yeah. Hey,
For
this guy
fans
just
of
hates mobile
collectible
games.
card games, we brought the Elder
They kicked
Scrolls
him out.
Legends to mobile, so
Or
you
that.
could experience the Elder Scrolls in a new way. This year, the Legends community has continued to grow thanks to a lot of upgrades, new features, and new content. It's a great experience for a night of gaming or a quick match over a cup of coffee.
There ain't no Gwent.
I know some of these are technically just announced now, but I guess I never realized how many mobile games they have.
Yeah, now when they're doing it in a row like this, especially,
Yeah.
you notice they have a pretty big one, big thing. I mean, Fallout Shelter is just insanely huge for some reason. So
Yeah.
after that, it's not surprising.
I guess we can maybe say now Bethesda's in a way like EA, where they technically have stuff to show. It's just stuff like this that we don't particularly care for, but we understand it's for someone.
There are a lot of card games out there,
But they're we're more likely to actually enjoy something from Bethesda than EA.
Oh yeah, no, this is still better than EA's
Yeah.
conferences. No question. Honestly, the 16 minutes or whatever I watched of the Star Wars presentation was the best EA press conference in years. If you just
Yeah.
didn't watch the rest of it, it was great.
Yeah.
Which I did.
This is some Yu-Gi-Oh ass shit. Cards coming to life.
Card games on dragons.
Card games on motorcycles.
And dragons. Motor dragons.
Eh,
Dragon cycles.
That probably happened.
Dragon motorcycles?
Probably.
See? Dragons.
Yeah!
Something that provides a little deeper challenge. You can download Legends for free on the App Store and begin playing tonight.
Man, these headphones are
Legends' next
uncomfortable after a while.
expansion, Moons of Elsewhere, will be available
I think
on
I just
June
have a big old
27th
head.
for PC, Mac, mobile, and
Yeah.
tablet.
Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, Darby,
You can head over to
new
Bethesda
Yu-Gi-Oh game
to get
coming
a glimpse
out
of the
like
new
the
cards
next
and
month.
content, or
I'm
play
excited.
it this week in our booth.
Might be in August.
I'll see
Guess
you
what else
there.
is coming next month? Fire Emblem, baby!
Now,
Show us Fire
speaking
Emblem,
of
you
new
cowards.
content,
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, we released Rage 2. And now Insanity Rules.
Get ready to die.
So I'm gonna go say the Doom is probably gonna be in the second half of the Easy Allies bet.
We wanted to do
Yes.
more than just deliver
Unless it's really long.
God, I hope so.
community challenges that reward you just for having fun in the wasteland. And we've got a lot more planned with new features rolling out this week. The world of Rage 2 will become even more unpredictable and even more insane. Take a look.
VR. My favorite sitcom.
The party's gone.
I'm scared.
Oh, that's my next tattoo. Oh, yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mech.
Borderlands 3 looks different.
Yep.
I got a tremendous surprise for you all.
Raggy 2.
Raggy.
Ragu 2.
Please welcome the
Wolfenstein.
executive producer at Machine Games, Jörg Gustafsson.
Gesundheit.
The Wolfenstein 2, like set in the 80s with neon everywhere. I'm down with this. Just, I got a whole game to play first, and I'm bad at it.
After liberating America from the Nazi scum in Wolfenstein 2,
spoilers.
The New Colossus,
Spoilers, man.
this year we
The Nazis
take
might have
back
won.
to
I don't know.
Europe with
I don't know how
two
that game
new
ends.
Wolfenstein
Yeah.
games. First, we are bringing Nazi killing into virtual reality with
They announced this last year.
Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. As a hacker,
I just like bringing
working for
Nazi
the French
killing into more
resistance,
aspects of
you
our
will
lives.
take control of Nazi war machines and turn them against their creators. Cyberpilot will be available this July, and it's playable this week in our E3 booth.
July, why don't you just give me an exact date?
And if you haven't fought Nazis in VR, you don't know what you are missing.
That's fair.
But,
No,
as
you
I
just don't,
said,
Jeff.
we have 2 new Wolfenstein games. This summer, we are going to be launching Wolfenstein Youngblood. With a gameplay experience that is bigger than any previous Wolfenstein game. You will have more weapons and weapon upgrades than ever before, more ways to customize your playstyle, and, of course, even more evil Nazis to kill.
Yeah! Yeah!
And in Youngblood, you can kill those Nazis with a friend.
Kill some Nazis.
Do I want you to grab my
Yes,
shoulder or not? I forgot my bet.
You had the low, I
Youngblood
think.
is set in the 1980s.
Stay away from my shoulder.
After the new Colossus, BJ Blazkowicz is missing in Nazi-occupied Paris, and it's up to his twin daughters, Jess and Soph, to track him down. In Youngblood, you can still play by yourself, or you can partner with a pal to double up on shooting, stabbing, and killing Nazis. Check it out.
Check it out.
Paris. Nazi country.
That's where Papa is, so that's where we're going.
We can find him. Together.
I may have an assignment suitable for 2 Nazi killers such as yourselves.
Oh, this turned out good. This could be a fun one for us to play.
Yeah, especially with the co-op element.
Yeah.
Love the 80s hair. We can both suck at Wolfenstein.
Yep.
And then initially we'll call Alex to beat it for us.
Or put it on easy.
We'll put it on.
That's the more likely scenario.
Probably what I'll have to do with Wolfenstein 2 is that or spend just way more time with it than I want to spend. I'm not ashamed to go in baby mode and just enjoy the mayhem.
Just enjoy life for a second, Jess.
Wolfenstein Youngblood releases on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on July 26.
There, yeah!
And if you can't wait, stop by our E3 booth to play this week. Thank you. And now, I'd like to welcome to the stage my dear friends from Arcane Lyon, who worked with us on these 2 Wolfenstein games, Dinga and Sebastian.
We love you too.
Yeah!
Hi, I'm Dinga Bakaba and game director at Arcane Lyon. Bonsoir, I'm Sebastian.
Look at that
Mitton,
mustache.
I'm director in the Sim Studio.
You know what that mustache makes you want to say?
With partnering with our
Yeah!
Wolfenstein, we've been working on other projects at Arcane Lyon. And tonight, we're excited to announce our latest first-person action game. It's something innovative, stylish, and different from anything we've done before.
Let me begin
Dishonored 3.
by saying bienvenue to the frozen island of Black Reef. This is a place of mystery where our looks can kill. The game takes place during what we say in French is a période de folie, a time of madness.
And now that we've given you a small
Show your
taste
game
of the
before you
world,
talk about it.
let us introduce you to our two deadly rivals, Colt and Juliana.
This place isn't a paradise. It's a prison. Out here, we're trapped.
We're free.
In this endless, eternal cycle.
Nowhere to run to, baby. My life's purpose is on this island.
And I can't let this go on any longer. The more days I repeat,
The longer that I'm out here,
the more certain I am.
of what I have to do. The only way to protect the cycle
The only way to break this cycle
is to kill you.
Man, how many Groundhog Day games are we gonna have? Seems like that's a big trend right now. Is this the Force? You a Jedi? So is it gonna be like a two-player game where you're trying to kill each other? Maybe. That's what this makes me think.
Time is on my side.
I like the visual style with the the screens that came up like every time they shot and stuff. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it makes me think two-player going against each other.
Deathloop combines a mind-bending story with meticulously designed levels and, of course, arcane signature gameplay that lets you approach every situation any way you like. Because in the endless clash between these two extraordinary assassins, how you play is up to you.
Plus, I think it's really fucking cool. Yeah! Excuse my French.
Yeah, maybe you should have said that in French, actually.
Maybe not.
But it's also pretty fucking true. Because we will take you on a trip like any other, and we really hope that you enjoy the ride.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
Still, nothing really about the game, like the gameplay. Yep.
It's a wonderful way to get away from all the pressures in life.
I think the sense of community is really...
We're at about an hour. They're going for an hour and a half again, chap.
It's definitely very confidence
Yeah.
building.
It's brought me out of my shell and stopped being an introvert.
I could be a hero and do all these things.
You find really creative, really fun, really talented people.
Meet people who are in my group that I've only known.
At least the
as a
two new
character.
IPs they showed concept and trailers were cool.
Yeah.
In real life.
Oh, I'm more excited about Ghostwire.
It's not to be this long. I mean, and so is Youngblood looks cool.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff looks cool, but I mean, part of it is we've been sitting in this room all day, but
I don't even think
this
that's
does not need to be this long.
I think a big problem is they try
For a while, and I told myself
they try to
there anymore.
tell you about stuff and don't show it.
Yeah.
But that was really bad. Like Microsoft, they went out there and talked some stuff for some services and the new console and stuff, but the rest part was trailer.
Yeah, they
and
show
gameplay.
They let you realize the direction they're going by showing you. It's like a band that comes out and talks a bunch and only plays half the amount of songs versus a band that's like, we're not going to waste your time. We're just going to freaking go. And like we have too much video game marketing at this point for you to drone on. I mean, like it's sad. I know you want to show your developers and everything, and it's great, but like you just can't expect the E3 crowd to. I don't know. Because we have so much bombarding us at all times.
Deliver the very best experiences for our players.
Even Ghostwire, when they were talking about it at first, it's like I don't know what we're talking about, so I don't know if it's like, all you had to do was reverse the order there.
Yeah.
Show the trailer and then have the people
Robert
talk.
Duffy, Chief Technology Officer at id Software. Tonight we have some exciting new technology to show you that can dramatically improve gaming for millions.
So for the past 2 decades, we've approached game development not by looking at what is possible today, but with a vision of what can be possible tomorrow. And at Bethesda, we're proud of our legacy of innovation, where again and again we've changed the industry. We were the first to use physics-based engines for sports games. We were groundbreakers with go anywhere, do anything, open world RPGs. We are the inventors of the first-person shooter, which is now the world's most popular form of gaming. We are pioneers in downloadable content and the first to bring mods to consoles. And actually, since we first brought mods to consoles in 2016, there have been 1 billion mod downloads for Fallout and Skyrim. We, of course, developed the first commercially viable VR technology revealed in our E3 booth in 2012. Yes, that is the original VR headset, held together by tape and worn by our very own Tim Willits. And of course, we are well known as developers of best-in-class engine technology with our id Tech engine. Innovation and creativity is in our DNA, and all of these advances were done with one goal in mind: to improve player experiences. So tonight, we have exciting new technology to announce.
We're going to show you the result of years of research and development. Cutting-edge game engine-based technology we've developed specifically for game streaming.
Now, we'd like to introduce you to Orion.
Introduce you to Skyrim Sleep.
Orion is a tremendous breakthrough in streaming technology. It is our name for a group of patented technologies that optimize game engines for performance in a cloud environment. Orion can work with any game engine and will improve player experiences no matter which game you're playing or whether you're streaming on Stadia, on xCloud, or another streaming platform. So, how does Orion work?
The exciting game streaming services you've been hearing so much about have largely focused on hardware solutions to address the complex challenges of streaming. There's a lot of words. We used our expertise in developing game engine software and took a different approach. By incorporating Orion technology at the game engine level, we're able to stream game content up to 20% faster per frame, leading to a dramatic reduction in latency. In addition, an Orion-enabled game can stream with up to 40% lower bandwidth. And happily, for game developers, Orion technology is easy to integrate with your game build with our SDK.
But what does that mean for you? It means that streaming games will be faster and better with Orion. And Orion substantially reduces the cost of streaming for players and for publishers. So it won't matter if your friends and family are sucking up all the bandwidth, or if you live far away from a data center. With Orion, you'll still be able to stream your game at max settings.
Now, as with any new computer technology, one must ask the question, can it play Doom?
It's true. That's the biggest test. That's the age-old question.
Stream an unrelenting, fluid, first-person shooter with native 4K resolution at 60 frames per second. Let's see.
It just fails horribly.
I'd like to introduce Shale Williams, tech specialist from id Software, who is showing you just that here live on stage.
So Shale is streaming an Orion-enabled Doom 2016 right now to that mobile device. As you can see, there is no reduction in visual fidelity. That's Doom at 60 frames per second without perceptible latency. And we want you all to experience this powerful streaming technology yourself as we test and refine it. So for a chance to be among the first in the world to stream Doom 2016 for free, all you need to do is join the Doom Slayers Club by registering at slayersclub.com.
So this is something you use, like you have it on Stadia or something else, and then you're using this?
Yeah, I guess.
After the fact? Because they said something, he said before whether you're using
Everybody
Stadia
could use
or
a little more Doom in their lives.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I just don't. I'm not well versed enough in this, so I don't.
Yeah, it seems like it might be the kind of thing they'll use it in their games, and it will just make it easier to stream.
So it's just something happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, I mean, if it helps, yeah, it's good.
What you interfere with now is bigger than you can imagine. If you continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath.
Hell yeah.
It is written.
We're gonna kill Satan and God and everyone.
Doom is now Doom Eternal's not a JRPG.
You are but one man. They are no longer your people to save.
Can't believe he's gonna be in Smash.
Doom. I just love that Doom. It's like it takes place on Mars and like in space and stuff. But are you fighting aliens? No, you're fighting demons. You're fighting demons in space.
In that release day?
Flashlights.
What if Miyamoto comes out now?
I'm just a really big fan of Doom.
That was awesome.
There's no
Awesome.
Nintendo
Thank you
crossover. I'm just
so
a really
much.
big fan.
I'm Marty Stratton, the executive producer of Doom Eternal. And I'm... Thank you.
And I'm Hugo Martin, the game's creative director.
Yeah! As you just saw, we're not just building a world for Doom, it's an entire universe. Earth is on the brink of annihilation. It's being consumed by demons. And your crusade to save it will take you across dimensions to locations never seen before in Doom, from heaven
Can't wait to go to the
and
kawaii
hell
dimension.
to the Sentinel homeworld and beyond.
Yeah.
You're gonna be fighting demons in hell. I mean, in heaven.
There is so much to see and discover, but Doom is first and
Doom's
foremost
crazy.
about gameplay. And Doom Eternal promises to be the ultimate power fantasy. The fun comes from mastering the experience because you are the Doom Slayer, the strongest, fastest demon killer in existence, and nothing can stand in your way.
Absolutely. Of course, the challenge in Doom is all about handcrafted combat, but also engaging level design. And in Doom Eternal, the
Farm-raised
game
combat.
has something new to throw at you,
Organic.
even deep into the campaign. Let's
Fresh.
Demonic corruption.
Platforming in my Doom. Why am I platforming when I should be killing demons? for like a Fallout radiation. He was a Geiger counter.
Just eat it. Now they're on the other side.
Whoa. How'd you get there?
Thanks. You know, it's so important to us at id Software that every aspect of the gameplay has real meaning to you, the player. Every enemy is different, every weapon has a purpose, and every decision you make really counts. The only path to victory in Doom Eternal is to aggressively control the fight with amazing agility, powerful guns, and critical resources.
That's right, I'll tell you, we absolutely can't wait for you to play it. And some of you won't have to wait too long. If you are lucky enough to be in the room tonight, you'll have a chance to play it immediately following the show.
We're in A room tonight. Are we in B room? He didn't specify which room.
Look under your chair.
Not here, but at
There's a
E3
rug.
this week, we'll have Doom Eternal playable in the Bethesda booth all week.
Yeah. But enough talk.
Yeah,
Let's see
guys,
how
the
it
best
all
part of this
comes
conference.
together. And watch as this perfect killing machine goes to work.
Did I miss something? Jacob said homo demons.
Charting a flight path to Mars. Calculating thrust vectors. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Approaching planetary entry phase. Prepare for turbulence.
Jacob, how you doing? How's your Bethesda conference going?
Then Samus comes up. The Smash logo.
Oh. This is actually Metroid Prime 4, Joe.
Yep.
Jacob said that's what the demons are called in Death Stranding, or homo demons.
Oh. Weird.
I mean, it also has Die Hard Man.
It's true.
Anything could happen. Homo demons. Can't wait to fight some homo demons. Do you think? I just want to know what goes on in Kojima's head.
Magic.
Doom is pretty crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Look at all the explosions. That's a brain.
Krang?
Yep.
Nice. Take that, you homo demons.
Take that, you bastard.
You big bastard.
You rat bastard. Brutal.
I need to play Doom. It's just crazy fun. I just wish they had it on PC instead of console now.
I'm pretty sure it's on Game Pass.
There we go!
At least on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
The regular one.
Probably is, though. Well, there you go, Jeff. I feel like I've been in, like, a Game Pass commercial every time I open my mouth about Game Pass. It's just, I feel like I'm a walking Game Pass commercial. Like, I really wish I had this. Oh, wait, I do! Is that the gate to heaven? Is this what heaven looks like?
The gate to Smash.
Does heaven look like the end of the Bethesda conference?
That might be the gate to the Wolfenstein world. Big lasers.
Laser star.
Now they're in the middle!
They did say they're going in different dimensions, so you might pop up in Wolfenstein for a second and be like, where the hell are we? Get out.
That'd be cool.
All right.
Just, you pop in, kill a Nazi, and then pop out. Yes, that would be great. That would be awesome.
We're so excited because the gameplay that you just saw is just a piece of what you're going to play this week at E3. Yeah.
We're going to play this week? Me and you?
But I bet a lot of you are wondering, when do we get to play Doom Eternal at our home?
Right now.
Well, you don't have to wait too much longer. Not quite tomorrow.
Yeah.
But Doom Eternal will release on November 22nd.
Yeah, I was hoping earlier than that.
Yeah, November is...
November stacking up.
November quickly stacked up.
We're very excited about that, and we've got something really special.
I mean, Doom's going to be big and going to sell, but I do think it would have helped Doom to be a little before
really
that.
Proud of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even October would have been good.
That's an actual helmet. Yeah, you could wear that thing.
Yeah! Please tell me that's the guy.
This guy's already got it.
That's right.
Already a badass.
He's already got
It's
one
a pretty good date, Jacob. I mean, I think any date's going to be fine for
thing.
Doom. Like I said, I just think
you've
a
been
little
waiting
bit
to hear
earlier
Our
would have been
totally
even
new
better.
Doom
But
multiplayer experience.
this is just like what all do we have in November now? Like,
We've been
what all do we have in
developing
November now? It's quite a
in-house
few games in November.
and
now.
it's unlike anything you've played before.
Yeah, we've been so pumped.
Pokemon, Star Wars, Death Stranding at the very least.
This is
See,
pure Doom,
Jacob
but
said,
with your
"What's with
friends.
Bethesda and selling
Two
people helmets?
player-controlled demons take
Putting
on
the power
one
armor Fallout.
fully loaded
Yeah.
Slayer.
They need to sell a dragon mask."
This is a first-person fighter, where it's demon strategy versus Slayer skill.
I want a
You know,
Todd
we
Howard
can't wait,
helmet, actually.
Because we know you'll love
That
the
sounds
different
terrifying.
play styles of the various demons. Because each has unique movement,
I think
attacks,
this is old
and
news,
abilities.
but maybe the first time they're
They
showing
can
it
even
off.
spawn
You're
AI
old news.
demons to control the battlefield and help you take down the Slayer. It's strategic, competitive, and it's a ton of fun. And we can't wait to share more details with you this year at QuakeCon.
That's right, a lot more to share at QuakeCon. But before we go, we do want to take a first look at Doom Eternal's new multiplayer. On behalf of our amazing team at id in Dallas and Frankfurt, Germany, we want to thank you all so much for your support.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Fight.
NetherRealm has some words for you.
Yeah.
Demon health critical.
Doom music is awesome, though.
Slayer health critical. Slayer killed. Round 2.
Tell your friends.
Demon summon.
So is it like PvP and PvE? I honestly don't know much about the other Doom multiplayer.
I don't know about the PvE thing.
All the demons they're fighting.
Those are the players.
The players are the demons?
Yeah, you control demons.
Another round of applause, please, for Marty Hugo and all of our presenters tonight. And for everyone at our studios around the globe that have worked so hard on the great games you've seen tonight, we say thank you. 2019 marks 25 years of Doom. So to celebrate, we will be going all out with Doom at QuakeCon this summer. We're adding a whole host of panels and activities dedicated to Doom, which we call DoomCon.
Yeah!
Yeah, see what we did there? We took out the Quake and put Doom. We hope you can come hang out with us in Dallas at our inaugural event in London. If you can't, please tune in online. Until then, go to Bethesda.net for more info on all the games you saw tonight. If you're here at E3 this week, we'll have hands-on with many of our games, so be sure to stop by our booth. In the meantime, thanks for playing, thanks for watching, and thanks to all of you for being part of the Bethesda community. Have a great night.
At Bethesda, we're in the business of creating heroes.
But the true hero is you.
It's like we hand you this malleable clay and you do these extraordinary things that we never could have imagined.
We get to build these worlds and these communities, and you all come in and you play, and you bring these worlds that we create to life.
You help us build richer worlds.
You add meaning to everything.
Hey.
We are glad you're here.
We're so glad you're here.
To the heroes.
Yep, I agree, Jacob.
Shit, I
What
don't
do you
have a
say?
drink.
Just
To you.
well, he said can't say I expected more. Yep, we got about what we expected. A way too long press conference. That could have been something else. Hey, this is the answer. This needs to happen at like QuakeCon instead of E3. Yeah.
Wait, which part needs to happen at QuakeCon?
The whole thing. I would say the whole conference instead of E3 needs to happen at the specific like Bethesda event.
Yeah.
Oh, but I mean, you know, imagine just for the people who just watched the next morning and they're like, oh, Ghostwire looks pretty cool, Doom stuff looks pretty cool, I don't need to watch the rest. All right, bye. That's the much better way of doing this.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the 2019 Bethesda E3.
All right. Oh, ba-doop, boop, boop, ba-doop, boop, boop, ba-doop, boop, boop, ba-doop, boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, boop. Hey yo, hey yo.
We got 10 minutes to Devolver, Darby.
That ain't happening. Probably. At least not our live reactions.
And we can have it on.
Yeah, we can have it on. Yeah, I don't know. What do you want to do? Because we
can just have it on and just kind of may talk. No, like I don't think we're gonna have very deep insight into this.
Nah. But we have a podcast that I usually put out. It's not like we have too much to say about Bethesda, but I guess I can pull it up. But
I guess I can get started. Okay. Let's get started, or I'll start during the... Oh, yeah, okay.
Alright. Go for it.
Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to our, I guess, post-conference discussion for Bethesda's E3 2019 conference.
Who are you?
I am Jeff Mayo.
I'm Darby Hall.
So, yeah. So, Darby. Well, you're busy right now. So, we just got done watching it on 75 to 80-ish minute conference.
Where they streamed this thing. watch Fun Houses? Do they only stream it on Twitch?
Might.
Alright, you go ahead.
Okay. So, but yeah, about 75 minutes of Bethesda goodness. Okay, let's just do the rundown. They start out with Pete Hines coming out talking general stuff. Then Todd Howard comes out. They talk about Fallout 76 for like 2 seconds. So like, we have such a great community, making cute little jokes about the problems they had.
Yeah, Jacob in the chat, just FYI, I don't know if we're gonna do the Volver Digital, so you might have to. Don't count on us. You know, just
we're gonna try to find it.
We'll try, but we also have this to talk about. Anyway, carry on, Jeffrey.
Then kind of transition to Elder Scroll Blades, which shadow dropped, I guess, on mobile devices, and was announced for the Switch for this fall. It's gonna be free, and all this stuff. So, yeah. Then they went back to Fallout 76 to talk about the new Wastelanders expansion thing, which is going to be free. They tried to make a big thing of it. This is all free. NPCs, new storylines. Get excited.
I mean, it was definitely one of those things that, like, everything they said, it was like, oh, so you're completing the game. And it's like you're making this unfinished game complete, but like acting like it's this big expansion that you're giving for free. I mean, it felt weird.
Yeah.
And Todd Howard's first thing going out there was definitely, it was my worst nightmare of what this could be, with the, let's kind of make corny references to how shitty this game was. And it's like, oh, I'm surprised some of y'all are back. And it was bad. It was just like, it was a bad, like, half apology. Not
by
really
the way,
apology.
I'm going to assume you're okay if I'm not counting that as a Bethesda apologizing.
Oh,
for
no.
the bets.
There wasn't an apology.
Yeah.
It was just like, I don't know. It was bad. It was just like, it did not match the like level of like how bad it was. Of how bad Fallout 76 was for their, their response to it. It left a lot to be desired, and we had the Todd Howard being very, like, cheeky about it, even though, like, it's just getting old.
Yeah. They had a free trial. They announced a free trial for Fallout 76 for this upcoming week. And they also announced their Nuclear Winter, which is their new Battle Royale mode that has up to 52 players. I don't know when they say exactly it's coming out. There's going to be, like, a free trial thing also for that as well during this that people can try out.
I think it was the same time as the...
Yeah, for the...
Yeah, it was like June 10th or something, but there's going to be the Nuclear
Yeah,
Winter
but it's like a
thing's
sneak peek, but not its, like, real release date. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got early look.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Yeah, new quest lines and NPCs and Battle Royale mode. And as me and Jeff both said during the conference... The Battle Royale thing, it's like, it's cool, I guess, for people who are playing Fallout 76 and want more to do. That's great. But as far as, like, bringing people in, I cannot see this being better than or as good as, like, Apex Legends or Fortnite or even Blackout, but Apex Legends and Fortnite being, like, free-to-play games that are, like, way better at the Battle Royale thing. They're, like, very focused on gameplay, where Fallout has never been really known for its like tight shooting and stuff.
Yeah.
So I just can't see this being anything more than just kind of a tacked on thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like it's not going to bring people into Fallout 76.
No. The whole Fallout 76 thing's weird. Naturally, people on Twitter are making jokes of, I've never seen people clap so much about NPCs. I'm so happy about NPCs being announced for a game.
It just sounds so basic.
Yeah.
It's just... It's I don't know. Just the way that they presented this, it was like, we fucked up and we're gonna fix it. Aren't we so great for fixing it?
Yeah, that's pretty much the way. Yeah,
it's like, please pat us on the back. It's kind of like
please
EA,
clap.
It's like EA coming out with the Jedi Fallen Order and being like, there's no microtransactions.
Yeah!
We're the best devs in the world. What a new concept tonight. Have microtransactions in your game. It's annoying.
Or they might really believe all game time microtransactions. You don't know.
The
then
suits wouldn't though.
Yeah. And it's all for about Fallout 76. Then the next thing, which is the highlight for me of this, is Ghostwire Tokyo, which was weird starting out and was worrying me because it was a bunch of talking, which what they were saying was fine, but the thing is, I was worried, especially towards the end of that, it's like, are we going to see anything from this game they're talking about? And it's Shinji Mikami's new game.
Yeah. It's like the Evil Within team.
Yeah,
is the one
Tango.
doing this. It definitely, like me and Jeff said multiple times during this entire conference, it really felt like there was a bunch of times where people just started talking and they put people out there and they started like talking about vague things about their game for way too long. Like, and we don't know what the game is, so we don't really know what you're talking about, when it would be so much better to just show the trailer and then talk about it. So okay, now we're hyped and everything. But that aside, the trailer is cool. The trailer, like the vibe, the like visual style of it was really cool. The CGI is so good that it looked live action for a lot of it. It has this like cool paranormal vibe, like people are disappearing. And
it looks like it was because some weird monster things and suits that normal people can't see are just kind of absorbing them or something.
Yeah.
And then you got this kind of Green Arrow looking motherfucker with supernatural powers. I assume your protagonist.
I mean, especially
cool.
him in that street of Tokyo. It looks straight up in game with Hawkeye in that scene. Like, it's really funny how close it is.
That'll be exciting to look out for.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, we obviously need to see gameplay, but at least for a first impression, just like tone piece of it, I am totally into the style of it, and especially everyone says Evil Within, really good.
Yeah,
this is another kind of horror-ish vibe. They said,
but not survival horror like Evil Within.
Yeah, he said action adventure. So it looks more like suspense, like thriller type thing, more than like.
I know it's crazy, but
horror, but.
There's the most interest I've been in a Bethesda title maybe ever, just based on that trailer.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't had too many things that are up your alley, but this definitely seems. I mean, you would probably like Evil Within too.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely super interested in this. By far the highlight. By far.
Elder Scrolls Online that talked about some showing a pretty cool CGI trailer and went into some of the expansions coming up and new stuff coming out soon.
It seems like they just had Elsewhere, and there's like more on top of that now, and it seems like I think everyone generally likes all this stuff. ESO seems to have a lot of content now, so that's good.
Okay. Moving on. Commander Keen, mobile game coming out this summer, I think they said. It's kind of weird. They're like, a game for kids, and then they cuss in the trailer. But they censored it, so I don't know. And then there's nothing else that makes you think that.
And guys, if you haven't seen it, it looks like any random like crappy game you would find on the App Store. You would not believe that it was made by Bethesda because it just looks like nothing remarkable about it. It was kind of weird to spend this much time on it.
Yeah.
It looks pretty bad. Like I usually with mobile games, it's for someone, which it is for someone, but it just does not look like anything of note going on.
Yep. Elder Scrolls The Legends continuing the mobile game trend. Looks fine. It's a card game.
Yep.
Mobile card game.
And I mean, it's probably good. There's a lot of people like these. And I don't know how big Legends got, but obviously not our thing. And even if I get into any card game, it's going to be like Gwent or Hearthstone or something, and I can only have so many of those in my life.
Yep. Talk about Rage 2 and a bunch of updates for that. They look pretty cool, adding mechs and stuff. And kind of like have a sitcom opening for it to show it off.
That was good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Bessie thing they did with Wolfenstein. Like Bethesda's always done like some funny, trailer stuff for their games. This was cool for the people who are still into Rage 2.
Yep.
There's just too many games for me to get Rage 2, which just kind of seems like a pretty good shooter.
Yep. And they talk about Wolfenstein some. Talk about Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, the VR title apparently coming out next month. I'd be interested to see how that is and does and all that kind of stuff.
It's always rolling dice with VR, like add-ons to games.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a standalone thing. This might be a smaller thing.
Yeah. But the more exciting Wolfenstein thing.
Yep, is Wolfenstein Youngblood. It's coming out next month on the 26th.
Yeah, it's really, like, I love the 80s vibe to it. The two sisters that are really cool, like, trying to find BJ. The co-op element could be super cool with Wolfenstein, being able to go in with 2 players. July 26th, right around the corner. Yeah, I'm super interested in this. I mean, Wolfenstein's awesome, so adding a co-op element to it could be super cool.
Probably to get the most out of it, we should probably play the other games.
Yeah, I mean, I want to play.
I think they're both on Game Pass, so.
I want to get through it. Probably just go baby mode because it's super hard.
Yeah, I would definitely have to.
Yeah.
Then they show up the second new big IP from Arcane, Deathloop. Definitely another highlight of this.
Yeah.
You have 2 people, a man and a woman, that pretty much, one's like, I hate this whole thing. The woman seems to love it, and they seem the whole thing is them killing each other.
But apparently, like, time keeps reversing.
Yeah,
like, they kill each
Once
other.
one of them kills one, the other they reset back.
It's another Groundhog Day thing. Like, there was one of those in Microsoft, and I think there was another one somewhere else. It's like it seems like that concept's being done.
And they both have superpowers. One of the guys seems to have force powers, and the girl seems to have some Nightcrawler ass teleporting.
And there's some really cool, like, Persona-esque, like, visual things. Like whenever they attack each other, it's cool. This is another one. It's kind of like Ghostwire. Both of them I'm very interested in. Both of them we know very little about. So it's kind of
really good introduction trailers.
But again, this has a cool, like, almost 70s 80s like visual style to it that I dig. Like I said, the 2 of them, it made it feel to me like it was going to be a multiplayer, like you and another person against each other type thing. That's what I got from the 2 rivals, but they never said anything about that. But they really didn't say anything.
You might just switch back and forth or something.
Yeah.
Or there might be like 2 different campaigns where you do one or the other.
Yeah.
We'll have to see more of that.
Either way, interesting
Who
concept.
knows when in the world we'll see those games? It may not be till next E3 for all we know.
Yeah, might even be after. I mean, the fact that neither of them could show more than they did makes me think they're decently early. And like we said, all these studios like just put out games not that long ago. They're all like, they can't be that far along.
Mm-hmm. Then they talk about Orion for a little bit, which is their new streaming technology.
Orion.
It's
not like it seems like this is just like on the back end of Bethesda games. They're basically just like, hey, don't worry about streaming our games because we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's like
they name drop Stadia and xCloud and all that.
Yeah. It's like software in there. And I mean, it's stuff that like you don't come to me and Jeff for. Like, you just don't know all that much about it. But I mean, it seems at least it's cool that Bethesda is like, putting effort towards streaming, or like that's becoming more of a thing in all of these conferences. Streaming, which they showed Doom being played on a phone with no problems. Obviously it's all PR stuff. It's a press thing here, but seems cool.
Yep. Speaking of Doom Eternal was the final game they talked about. So it's safe to say, second half, Darby.
Yeah, whoever bet on that won.
Yeah.
I think awesome showing for Doom.
Oh yeah, it looked great.
I mean, we expected it. This is nothing that we expected Doom Eternal to look great. There's no reason to believe it wouldn't, and it sure does.
Yep.
Like everything about it seems like it's just amping up from the first one. There's like awesome platforming stuff. The combat just seems like there's more to it. You're grappling all over the place. Busting demons up. The environments are crazy. You're like freaking going to heaven, and like demons are infiltrating heaven. It's just like insane. Absolute chaos. It looks like a bunch of dumb fun. Music's awesome. Everything's cool. The multiplayer I was a little confused on. I need to read up more and like what exactly that.
It's
how
pretty
exactly that
much
works.
Slayer against demons, where everyone like 2 people are playing demons and then one person's playing a Slayer.
I know that the multiplayer was like it was most people's least favorite thing in Doom. I think that was the one thing that got like, this is not great. So be interested to see if this is received any better. But even if it's not, I think the base Doom game is going to be good enough to have for the $60.
Yeah, and it's coming out November 22nd.
Yeah, which is a good date. I think we both agree. October would have been better if they could have squeezed it because November is starting to rack up.
Yeah.
I can't remember on the top of my head, but I know there's quite a few November games.
At least Pokemon, Star Wars,
Gears
Death
was
Stranding.
November. Or no, Gears was
September.
September. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I know there's other stuff, and we'll probably hear more in the next
Call of
couple days.
Duty.
Call of Duty's October, I think.
I thought it was
late
November,
October, but
okay.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So overall, what did you think of Bethesda's 2019 E3 conference, Jeff?
I feel like as a lineup, it was better than last year as far as in how they presented for the most part, but still way too much talk. He did not need to be 75 minutes.
No. That's what, like, I whenever I looked at my phone, I was like, Jeff, they're absolutely going another hour and like they're doing an hour and a half like they did last year. Cause it was like an hour.
We kind of mentioned it during the thing. It's like maybe Bethesda after we saw the mobile things, maybe Bethesda's in a way like a little more like EA in the way that there's a bunch of stuff that they need to show that that may not be for us, but are for people they need to show, and that's fine, and that's the way they can fill up their conference. But it's just way too long. And there were parts that were just really boring with the talking.
And, like, I know that, like, for these people, it's the people working on the game who are talking and they want to, like, give everyone their moment out there and everything. Like, I understand that, but that's just not how video game marketing works at this point, especially at a stage like E3 when, like, you're doing all this. And you look at Microsoft, and it's like Microsoft was an hour, the same amount of time.
Yeah.
And just, like, no wasted time. We're just boom, boom, boom. And that's because Microsoft's big enough to make that work. Bethesda could have a very tight, awesome, like, 45-minute conference. Yeah. Awesome 45-minute conference. Mm-hmm. Like, they definitely had enough stuff. Like, they could even do their own thing, do a little Nintendo Direct thing about, 40 minutes, 30 minutes. It would be great. Yeah, we would have been done an hour ago, and we'd be like, hey, there was some awesome stuff in here,
Yeah, I mean, Square's conference probably going to have a similar amount of games and stuff, but we'll probably come out more positive, not just because of Avengers and Final Fantasy 7, it does look good, but because you assume if there's like last year, it'll be kind of short and sweet.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily sweet. Last year wasn't sweet, but it was short.
This one is a live event, so this one could actually be more in the bad. Yeah, I know, Jeff. People just need to learn that live events are overrated.
Yeah.
They are. Like, they can be done right, but most of the time they just waste a bunch of time.
Yep.
And I know we just sound very cynical, but it's just like there are just too many E3 things. Like,
we're missing Devolver right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, overall, again, I think it was another Bethesda year that just did not need a conference. But they did it anyway. I don't think it was, like, absolutely horrible. I think there was some cool stuff. But still not enough to, even Ghostwire and Deathloop. Not a whole lot there. I mean, I'm very excited to see them, and it was cool, like, first looks, but especially for that to be some of the biggest things that we're talking about here.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen some more of it. Or, it's just different presentation. Same info, different presentation.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't need to see Commander Keen here. I'm sorry. Didn't need to happen. Yeah. Oh, let's see where we're at. Yep. About 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
You have any more on Bethesda?
Not really.
Yep. Yeah. Bummed about the way they handled Fallout 76.
Yeah. But it was exactly the way I thought it was probably going to turn out.
Yeah. It's just a shame. Like, obviously, I mean, I don't even completely know, like, I mean, it's kind of Todd Howard's fault for the way that he talks about this, but I do feel like they just, like, they put Todd Howard out there too much, where they're like, oh, you got to go say something and be your quirky self, even when it's just not applicable to the state of the game. But hopefully some people are happy with the 76 things. Yeah. I mean, like, what they're adding seems good. It just seems like
it should have been in the base game.
It's not anything to get, like, proud about. It's just like, oh, this needed to be in there already. But,
yeah.
Oh, well. Alrighty. Well, that is day one of E3. Pretty much wrapped up. Or I guess we'll go, like, check out Devolver, but probably not going to do anything on here for it because I'm tired. And I have to upload this stuff. So, probably done. But thank you guys for listening to us and watching us. Be sure to go to twitch.tv/Nerds@LargeGaming to check out our reactions to the other conferences. Gonna try to get Ubisoft and Kind of Funny with maybe me and Will tomorrow, but we can guarantee Square Enix with me and Jeff, because Final Fantasy 7, Avengers, is gonna be awesome, and then Nintendo on Tuesday, and that'll be E3. Yeah. All right. Well, see you guys.